Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature the influences of flower bloom coming from our very own hybrid that is now named Black Taiga as suggested by a fellow collector, Niels. So what you see in front of you right now is the first day of inflorescence wherein it has grew flower stalk, and on top of it is a clump of flower bracts. So next picture is the plant itself. It has grew quite large, so I am planning to transfer it to a bigger pot, but that's the whole appearance of the hybrid itself. So on this picture now, you'd see the topmost portion of the inflorescence or flower stalk, which has grown in significant height. And next picture would be the middle part, still the same day that I took the picture of it. And this is the mid part wherein you can now see the flower tubes that start to appear and develop. This is now how it looks like with the flower stalk. I think I have measured it on the second part of the content. I think it is close to being 2 feet. Now, this picture is showing you the topmost portion, and the flower tubes have grown in significant height. And then this one, I think it's the same day, and this is the bottom part wherein the bottom part started to bloom. So the topmost portion has not opened yet, but the bottom portion had start blooming for us. So in the following pictures, I would be showing you the whole plant itself. This is just the bottom part. The first one I took the first day was the upper portion, and this is now the whole plant itself, and this is the full picture. It is a very tall plant, so that is why the picture is kind of far, or I had to picture it as far as I can, so all of it can be included in one picture. So we will be also discussing the characteristics of the inflorescence on the second part. For RAL T1G4, it is part of tray 1, column G, row 4, and Neil suggested that it be named Taiga because of how T1G4 looks like, and I just added black because it looks like or the plant itself is very dark in color. So the taiga word means a landscape or forest, so it kind of suggests of a black forest. So taiga means a landscape forest that is growing in growing season. The opposite of taiga is tundra. Tundra is a season wherein the forest is in drought and it's not having any activities or growth with regards to that phase of the landscape. So taiga is kind of the opposite of tundra. So that's all that I can say. Next part, we will be discussing the more of the inflorescence itself, and we will be taking measurements so that we can get data from the specimen itself. So hold on, we'll be back in a bit, and we'll be discussing more about the inflorescence of Black Taiga. Hello folks, your voice here and welcome to channel Sansevieria 101. So we have another video of an inflorescence of a Sansevieria hybrid. This hybrid is our own hybrid, so I am the breeder, and the parentage of this hybrid is the also a Sansevieria hybrid which is known as Eastern Silver Nymph, and crossed with another hybrid which is the Black Makayla by Angel Ramos. So this is how the hybrid looks like, and it is, I think I have placed a tag on it. It's RAL T1G4, and this is how it looks like. It has lines on the leaf which can be barely seen, and one of our colleague Neil actually suggested to name it as Taiga. I'm thinking about Black Taiga for the name of this of our hybrid. uh, he actually suggested the name for it, so I'm just adding black because it is very dark in color. And then the code name for it, or the code for it, it's under tray number 1G4. So I might need to have this repotted to a bigger pot because it's overcrowded in a very small pot. And this is how it actually bloomed, and we actually paired it with the Makayla. So Black Makayla, also we are pollinating this one with or this hybrid that we have is pollinated with uh, Black Anjani. So or sorry, Black Marsha. So that's going to be the cross if ever fruits will be formed in this on our hybrid. So this is again RAL T1G4, and it bloomed. I have some pictures that I will include as a uh, overlay on the video, so you can see the transformation, because I was not able to capture the first day of the inflorescence or the flower spike coming out from this portion. But however, the inflorescence really is very similar to the Sansevieria hybrid known as Black Makayla by Angel Ramos. So again, we're here to check out some or get some data with regards to the inflorescence of RAL T1G4, or perhaps we can name it, christen it as Black Taiga, as suggested by a fellow collector, Neil. But right now, what we'll do is we'll count the number of flower tubes on it, so we can figure out how many flowers per cluster. So this one has 5. I'm double checking if I can see 6. Alright, so I guess I would say 5 is the maximum flower in a cluster. There are some that are 3, only 3. Then on the topmost portion 2, and then the topmost portion is just 1 flower tube that is attached directly to the flower stalk. So the flowers per cluster would be 5 to 1. 5 is the maximum flowers on a cluster. Then on the topmost portion you're left with just 1 flower attached to the flower stalk. And next we'll try to measure the flower stalk. The flower stalk is, like I said, very tall as the Black Makayla. So it's kind of bending over, so I would say it's close to being 2 feet. The flower stalk is reaching to about 2 feet because the ruler that I have is 24 inches. So that is those are the data that we can get. Flowers per cluster, height of the flower stalk, and also I guess the flower tube as well. We can measure the topmost portions would be around I think it's 0.25 of an inch. Then some would be an inch, some would be 1.5 inch. So the flower tubes on it are actually varying. So there are flower tubes that are as long as 1.5. There are flower tubes, especially in the topmost portion, that are measuring just around 0.25 of an inch. So that is the length of the flower tube for RAL T1G4 or Black Taiga. Aside from that though, I have nothing more to get as for the characteristics or data that I can get. Perhaps we can get data with regards to the texture of or leaf texture. So the back part or a back shell is rough. The adactyl, or the one that is inside the leaf canal, are smooth. The leaf tips looks like this. It's a tubulate, tubulate tip, like a little, like little needles, and they don't seem to wilt upon maturity. So, folks, uh, I'm just done, and I already mentioned the parentage. We've tried to check or get some data with regards to leaf surface, leaf tips. This is the pattern. So, like I said, it's paired with Eastern Silver Nymph, which is silver in color, and there are remnants of it. But although the other parent is really dark, which is Black Makayla, that was bred by Angel Ramos. So there you go, folks. So I guess this is a short video, so I can just keep track of the inflorescence of my own hybrid, and this is how it would look like. So if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you like what I have presented, I would appreciate it if you guys would like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for dropping by, and I hope you folks have a great day.